Now we're going to look at example 7 and 8, which have grouping symbols along with variables on both sides and combining like terms. So we always begin by drawing our wall down our equal sign, and that helps us to remember to keep our equation balanced. In what we do to one side, we have to do the other. So we start with the top of our foldable. Do we have any grouping symbols? And yes, we do. We have parentheses on the left. So we're going to start by distributing the number on the outside of the parentheses times each term on the inside. So negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Then we do negative 3 times positive 4, which is negative 12. And that equals x plus 8. Step 2, do we have any like terms on the same side that we can combine? We can't combine negative 3x and negative 12, and we can't combine x plus 8. Step 3, do we have variables on both sides? Yes, we do. We have negative 3x on the left and x on the right. So we move the smaller one. Which one's smaller, negative 3x or x? Negative 3x is smaller, so we do the inverse, which is add 3x. And you got to do that on both sides. Negative 3x and positive 3x cancel, and we're left with negative 12. 3x plus x is 4x. Bring down the plus 8. Do we have constants on both sides? Yes, we do. We move the one that's on the side with the variable. So we're going to move the plus 8 by doing minus 8. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Plus 8 and minus 8 cancel, and we're left with 4x on the right. On the left, we have negative 12 and negative 8. Same signs, add and keep, so that gives us negative 20. Last step, divide by 4. And we get x equals negative 20 divided by 4 is negative 5. When you're checking this, you're going to use the parentheses on your calculator and plug in a negative 5 on the left side. So you'd have negative 3, open parentheses, negative 5 plus 4, close parentheses, and then hit the equal sign. Write down that answer on the left, and on the right, you just do negative 5 plus 8. And then you see if they both equal the same, and they should both equal 3. Let's do example 8. Do we have any grouping symbols? This time you'll notice, yes, we have grouping on the left, parentheses, and grouping on the right, parentheses. So we have two sets of parentheses that we're going to deal with first. So let's start on the left. We're going to do 5 times x because it's the number on the outside. So 5 times x is 5x. And then we're going to do 5 times negative 2, which is negative 10. On the right side, we're going to do 3 times x, which is 3x, and 3 times positive 4, which is positive 12. Do we have any like terms that we can combine? Nothing on the left that can be combined, nothing on the right that can be combined. Do we have variables on both sides? Yes, we have 5x on the left and 3x on the right. So let's move the smaller one. 3x is smaller, so we're going to subtract 3x. Subtract 3x. 5x minus 3x is 2x. Bring down the minus 10. 3x minus 3x cancels, and we're left with positive 12. Do we have constants on both sides? Yes. We have a negative 10. We're going to move that because it's on the side with the variable, so we're going to add 10 to both sides. Plus 10 and minus 10 cancel, left for 2x, and 12 plus 10 is 22. Last step is to divide by 2. And 22 divided by 2 is 11. So x equals 11. This one, you're also going to fill in parentheses on your calculator when you're checking it. So you're going to do 5, open parentheses, 11 minus 2, close parentheses, and hit equal. And so then you should get 45. On the right, you're going to do 3, open parentheses, 11 plus 4, close parentheses. So that side's going to give you 15 times 3 is 45 as well. So it does check out. All right, go ahead and pause the video and do G and H by yourself. And when you're finished, press play and I'll go over the solutions with you. But try it by yourself first to make sure you can do these types of problems. All right, G, we're going to distribute the 7. So we're going to do 7 times x, which is 7x. And then 7 times negative 2, which is negative 14. On the right side, we have 5x plus 12, so there was no grouping symbols on the right. No like terms on either side that can be combined, but we do have variables on both sides. So we're going to move the smaller one, which is 5x, so we're going to subtract 5x. 7x minus 5x is 2x. I need to bring down the minus 14. 5x minus 5x cancels, and I'm left with 12. Constants on both sides, so we're going to move the one that's on the side with the variable by adding 14. 14 minus 14 cancels. We're left with 2x, and 12 plus 14 is 26. Last step, divide by 2, and 26 divided by 2 is 13. How'd you do? If you check it, you're doing 7, open parenthesis, 13 minus 2. So it's 11 times 7, 77. And on the right, you're doing 5 times 13 plus 12, and you should get the same. All right, let's do H. We have 2 sets of parentheses, so we're distributing twice. Let's start on the left, 3 times x, 3x. Then 3 times negative 6, which is negative 18. On the right, 2 times 5, which is 10. And 2 times negative 2x, which is negative 4x. No like terms on the same side that can be combined, but we do have variables on both sides. So we're going to move the smaller one, which is 3x. So oops, no, it's not. No, it's not. We're going to, let me erase that. And I could have still gotten the right answer doing that, but I want to make sure I'm consistent. So we have 3x, but then we have negative 4x. I didn't see the negative sign. So since it's a negative, we're going to move that one by adding 4x. There we go. So 3x and 4x is 7x. Bring down my minus 18, and I have equals 10 because the negative 4x and positive 4x cancel. Then I'm going to add 18 because I want to move the constant that's on the same side as the variable. So I get 7x equals 28. Last step, divide by 7, and 28 divided by 7 is 4. X equals 4. All right? I hope you did well. Go back and rewatch the video if you need to.